What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. I tried to take a little bit off the intro. I had a couple people say it was too loud, blasted their ears out when they listen to this with headphones, which I get, I understand. It's my bad. Tried to take a little off. I don't even know how it got to that, how it evolved to that. I don't think it started out being loud, but it did turn out to be a little bit loud, somewhat of a yelling the intro. I agree. Take a little bit off of it. Shout out to the Joint Master. How awesome is he, man? Joint Master's from Stockton. Shout out to Stockton. He travels. He drove through Bakersfield the night before last. Ended up in by a store, parking lot of a store, and there's a food place right there, some fast food. He went in there and put a care package together. He's sponsored by Raw, the Joint Master is. Gave him this Raw beanie. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Raw backpack, but I have it like a seat cover. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and I messed it up a little tiny bit. Raw backpack. Ponyo. Of course, some green. Just hooked it up. Shout out to the Joint Master, and I hope you guys checked out his channel. It's cool. Subscribe if you're feeling the content. So shout out to him. I got something really, really cool going on. I didn't put together. Someone else did, and they presented it to me. And it's just an awesome idea. I wish I had more time to talk with them about it today so I could fill you in on more of what's going on. But it's looking like it's going to be a live on Valentine's Day. It's going to be a giveaway, maybe somewhat of a contest, answering some questions that maybe popped up, like trivia from my past videos. So I'll do a video tomorrow explaining it. I told you guys I was going to hit the month of February hard, saturate with videos. I told you February was my month, and it is. And I'm going to do the videos, and I have been hitting it hard. So I think we'll do another one tomorrow. Fill you in on what's going to go on Valentine's Day. A shout out to that person who's throwing this together for me. Very awesome. So, I can't sell drugs, man. Not at all. I've tried. Every time I got some, I just ended up doing it with the homeboys and just partying. I remember when I was 17, me and my stepbrother had a pad. We went in half on a big old bunch with the plans of just coming up. But I took my portion, party with my homeboys, and he took his portion. He did, in fact, come up fat. Before you know it, he was powerballing, doing the damn thing. Then he ended up getting robbed by this chick. And he hits me up. What happened was, she comes over, he lets her in, just meets her, lets her in to stay the night. She mixes up some brew, some nighttime potion for him, something to drink, and he drinks it and it had pills, whatever, in it. Made him go to sleep. He wakes up. She jacked him. Everything's gone. Comes and gets me. He wants to go look for her. Let's find her. But he only knows one spot that she's known to frequent. One residence he knows where he can maybe look for her at. Don't know a lot about her. So we went to the spot. We show up there. It's this house. We walk up on the porch. The door's open. And right away, I'm getting bad vibes. My senses are telling me it's a spooky place. He's going to walk in. And I was like, bro, be careful. I was like, this house is scary. He goes, I'll never forget. He said, houses aren't scary. People are. I go, oh, like that? Oh, okay. Then you should allow me. Let me be the first one in after a little ego blast like that. I stroll in. And sure enough, just like I could have predicted, I look on the ground, a bunch of candles, and they're arranged in like a star pattern. I go, look, bro. I go, look right here. And he goes, just candles. He goes, they don't have electricity, and they need it for light. I go, no, look at the pattern it's arranged in. He goes, and it's artsy-fartsy. I was like, no, dude. Artsy-fartsy is like face paint and bedazzling your fanny pack. This is that Skelter-Helters type shit, bro. You better ask somebody, homeboy. Then he comes up with the idea he's going to leave. He wants me to stay there. He's afraid, he might be recognized by the people that know her and come around. Stay there so that when people start showing up, I could ask questions about her. And, that would be a hard no. He was a little bit butthurt, but Charlie Holmes, I mean, look, I'm not the one that invited Elvira in, come stay the night, and I didn't drink Elvira's nighttime potion that would knock me out, and yet you want me to be the one to stay all night in her lair? I don't think so. Trip on this, though. So fresh out the pen. Driving down the street. I look over, I see one of my homeboys in the car next to me. I've seen him for a couple years. What's up, dog? Splinter, what's up, homeboy? I go, what's up, boy? He goes, follow me. So I follow him. It's a homeboy. Good looking out, man. Pull in front of his pad. He jumps out. What's up, dog? He's all, hey, look. I just came from doing something. I need like 10 minutes to put some things away, organize some things, but I'd love to see you. Is there any way you can go kill 10 minutes? I go, yeah, brother, no problem, dog. So I went and drove around, killed 10 minutes, and I came back. Parked, went in, knocked on the door. His wife answered, and I walked in. I seen him, comes in from another room. I go, what's up, homeboy? And we embrace. And his dog viciously and violently attacks me. Knocks me to the ground and stays on me. Grrr. Big old pit bull. Just getting me. I wanted, I'm like, get your dog with a sense of urgency. Like, I don't know, like my life might depend on it. But they chilled out. They took their time. They sat down. They go, oh, buddy, let him go, buddy. Ah, easy does it. Ah, back up, buddy. And I was like, let go, buddy. And then she told me, buddy's not his name. Ow, get your fucking dog. They finally got their dog off me. And that just strengthened and validated my fear of dogs that I had going at the time. And of course, I got bit by the canine, a German Shepherd, and that was scary and shit. I'm hiding under a trailer, and they just let him loose, no leash. He comes under me, and the land shark, up under the trailer where I'm at, just attacks me. That was a nightmare. But it wasn't as scary as rolling with the homeboy one time. And he tells me, he's like, hey, Splinter, I have to go drop you off for a second. I was like, fuck, bro. Damn, dog, what do you mean? Like, kicking me to the curb, getting rid of me? I just have something I have to do. I can't take you. So I'm going to take one to my homegirl's house. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, you take me one to homegirl's house? Oh, right on, dog. I mean, I'm patient. Take your time. It's all good. I'll chill out. No worries. He goes, yeah, she's cool. We can take you over there. So I go over there. I walk in. I think I have a cool time chilling with this chick. She has 3 big, vicious, mean pit bulls walking out of the house, just growling and snarling, walking all over the couch and walking all over her. And I was like, and usually I try to maintain a cool profile. I try to keep it cool. Not this time. I just straight out let her have it with I'm scared as fuck of your dogs. She's like, oh, relax, chill out. They're nice. Yeah, to you. They're nice to you. And they're going to prove it that they're nice to you by eating me. No, have a seat. I'd rather stand on your kitchen table. You want to get up there with me? That'd be cool. We can make a fort. I think we need a new experience. I think we should build off the ground platforms. I feel like Cottonmouth or something. Let's build some off the ground platforms. Anyway, kind of got away from the subject a little bit. Let's bring it back. I can't sell drugs. Never have. Never have been able to. So, but I don't want to buy them either. So when you're doing them, if you're not selling them or buying them, what are you going to do? It's like the next best thing you can do is hang out with a drug dealer and convince them that they need you as their bodyguard or their doorman, security, or as their regulator, help regulate their program. And that's what I would do. I would just hang out with drug dealers and be like, you need me. And now you're thinking, a lot of you guys are thinking, Splinter, come on, man. You, homeboy, Mr. Slim and Chim like a bicycle rim. Talk about you're going to be regulating programs of security. Yes, all day long. One of my main hustles, and the reason being, we're talking about the dope game here. Everybody's sucked up. Your size ain't shit. Even the people who are buff are so dehydrated, their muscles just for show at this point. Everyone's sucked up and weak and not at their best. And plus, it has a lot to do with heart. A lot of people just don't want to get in there and sling them. I mean, that's the sad reality of it. Like, I'm at this apartment. I took this apartments over, real talk. I'm at this apartments one time. Pardon me. Hanging out with one of my homies, Steve. Hanging on his patio. There's like 8 units. About more than half of them did drugs. And anyways, off the hook apartment, I knew everybody there, and I was in and out of all the apartments. I knew everything that was going on. Hanging out with the homeboy. This dude just pops up out of the blue and wants to fight my buddy Steve. All up in our business. Like, where'd you come from? He's challenging my buddy Steve to a fight. Steve's not a fighter. He's more like, I'll fix your car, we'll hang out. And he'd play guitar too. We'd play guitar and have funny songs and joke. So I just told the dude, fight me instead of Steve. Or fight me before Steve. If you want to fight Steve, look, I want to fight you. And to my shock, dude said no. Said, never mind, he didn't want to. I thought I was going to take the L. I didn't think I was going to win. This guy was kind of big, and he had some crazy confidence, is rolling up, calling people out. I thought I would just step in. If Steve's going to get beat up, I'll get beat up too. And maybe I could tire him out for Steve. And dude just broke it all the way down and said no. When I said, I'll step in there and do it. What? And then trip out on this. That exact same night, or maybe the next night, right around the same area, I ended up getting in a fight with this dude right there in those same apartments. He come running out the back door. I was going to go run into the back door to get him. He was going to run out to get me. And we met on like the back patio. And as soon as we met, we kind of like start slinging him and linked up. But there's all kinds of like stuff or whatever. And I tripped. I started to fall down. But when I fell down, I grabbed his shirt with both my hands. And then I had my back up against the fence and I was down. And he had me. Could have clobbered me. Both my hands were on his shirt. And my face was exposed. And I was like this. He could have just, booyah. He did nothing. He allowed me to like get up, regain my balance, push him back, and booyah! And later I said, dude, you had me. What was that? And he said, huh? What? So, be that as it may, man, I had this homeboy. I'd always have to have his bag. He'd always be slinging a bag. He didn't really like it. It was like a pride thing. He didn't like accepting the fact of swallowing the bitter pill that, yes, homeboy, you do need me because you're going to be targeted and you're going to have someone have your back. You can't handle it. But we'd fight all the time. One time I threw him down a flight of stairs because I heard him tell his old lady. He went into the room and heard him say, "Fuck that motherfucker," talking about me. I was like, "What?" He started slinging him. I threw him down a flight of stairs. We'd always fight him, always beat him up. Well, he ended up moving into his dad's pad. His dad went to jail, and he took over this operation. And it was a crazy part of town. And he really wasn't safe there by himself. And he knew that. And he had a big bag. And I came up, and I just started staying there. And he would always we'd get into a fight, and he'd always try to tell me, that I couldn't stay there, and just kick me out. No, Splinter, I don't need you here no more. One night we got in a fight. He's like, "Dude, I don't need you here no more." I was like, "I'll leave in the morning." And it was upstairs. My little area was upstairs, like a big hall closet. Had like a little mattress, pallet. I lay in there, had my stuff. That was my spot. He slept downstairs. The couch folded out to a bed. I was up in my little area. He was downstairs watching TV. He just come running up. He's like, "Dude, someone's breaking in my back door." I said, "Then what are you doing up here with me?" He started running down. I went down there with him. The guy was gone, but sure enough, you could tell they took a chunk out of the wood. You could tell someone had tried to pry and break in. I was like, "Well, see you later, homeboy. I'm going to bounce." He's like, "No, dog. If someone's breaking in, you're going to bounce." "Yeah, you said you didn't need me." And trip on this. There was this car. It was like a burgundy maroon. I want to say like a Grand Prix, maybe even a Cadillac style, like an older. And it would always come either pull up like in front, but off to the distance, like to the side, or even in back, and watch the house for an hour, maybe two at a time. But the trippy thing about this fun car is they'd have 6 people in it, 3 in front, 3 in back. Crammed pack in this car. That's what would fuck my head up the most. Like, why so many people in this car? Are they cops and robbers? What are they doing? And it's funny because homie would be like, Splinter, we can part ways, homeboy. I don't need your services no more, dog. I appreciate it. I'm going to handle this on my own. And that car would come pulling up. I'd be like, "All right, I'm out of here." And he'd be like, wait, hold up. That car's back. And he'd be like, "Are those your friends? Are those your homeboys?" Because every time I ask you to leave, they come pulling up. And I was like, "I wish it was." You have no fucking idea how bad that car creeps me out. I wish it was someone I knew. And we'd just be like, "What in the fuck? Why is it so deep full of people?" But what ended up happening, the downfall was, with him and I, he wanted to ride an oil deal one night. And we're like on Chester and Second. So we're like downtown. It was getting late. It was already like 10 or 11. And I made a lot of stops on the way. I was backing in a lot of cars. I was doing some shit. Hitting some licks. By the time we finally get there, it's so late, I killed so much time. It was to his displeasure, too. He was moaning and complaining the whole time. I'm like, "Kick back, dog. I'm going to do this real quick." We get there, and the people are asleep. The gate is locked, and the door is shut, and the phone is ringing, damn it. Why is that phone fucking ringing? Because phones ring. The gate is shut and locked. We can't get in. So we leave, and we just go like a street over to another homeboy's house, because it's an alley, pull an alley, and he's not there. So now I tell homeboy, I'm like, "Dude, we're just gonna have to kick back and post up. I don't want to drive all the way to your pad." By now it's like, what is it, midnight, 1, 2 in the morning? I know it's late. Cops are deep out there. It's not safe. We need to just kick back here. He's like, "No, I want to go to my pad. I'm gonna go to my pad." I was like, "All right, bro." So we go out to his pad. You know what I have to do? I hate doing this. Someone loves when I'm doing this. I don't like doing it, but I'm gonna do this. Someone loves when I do this. So I really need to check out the time. I can't really see it. All right. 12 minutes. That's into good. So then, chip on this. So, he says, "I want to go home, man. I want to go home." I say, "All right, fuck." So we leave, and we pull out, and it's a cop sandwich. I got cops coming this way and cops coming this way. I immediately gun it to run from them, pull back in the original alley to the place we went to originally with the gate locked. And I pull him from that pad, and we jump out of the car. We jump the locked gate, we run around, and we go through the doggy door. And we're in this guy's house. The guy we were supposed to meet earlier, but by the time we got there, it was so late, he went to bed and locked his gate. Now we're in the house, baby. He's over there asleep. And we're looking on the CCTV, and we see the cops come pulling up, and they cut the lock, and they come in. But we don't know. They don't know we're in this house. They have no idea where we went. They assumed that we just jumped the fences, took off. They wouldn't have think that we just went in the doggy door of this house. They don't hear no one screaming or crying. Whoa, they just like, they're looking elsewhere. But dude, I'm with. It's like, "Bro, I'm going to leave. I want to leave." I said, "You're safe here. We're safe. It's here, bro. You cannot leave. You need to kick back." I go, "Look, I know it's a tough sell. I know you don't want to believe it. Kind of like saying your toilet is cleaner than your phone. It's a tough sell, homeboy. I know you don't want to buy it. But trust me, you are much safer here than you are out there. And if I tell you a duck could pull a trailer, hook the motherfucker up, dog. Kick it." No, he wouldn't listen to me. He goes out the doggy door and leaves again. A couple doors down, a couple houses down, street over, up on a roof. Cops catch him. And he's like, "Oh, am I criming? The person I was with, the dude driving, he might be over there. He might be over there." His favorite dog's a pointer and shit. It's like, straight pointing, straight came over and took me to jail. And the dude whose house it was. Because he'd come knock on the door. "You have someone in here." The guy answers, "There's no one in here." "Yeah, he's right there." He's like, "What the fuck?" He's Tell me, Splinter, how'd you get in here? That's a long story. Then they, what is that, a shotgun? They see a shotgun and arrest the dude who owned the house. Ex-felon, possession of firearm. So one minute he's sleeping, having peaceful dreams. Next minute he's in the back of a cop car, facing a major felony. Ex-felon, possession of firearm. Hotter than fish grease, madder than a motherfucker. So that's what happened, dog. I was at this pad. See, I'm all fucked up on my time, dude, because I went to go do the video and I forgot to look at the fuck clock. I got a clock. Remember how I used to have to always, long story. I forgot to look at it because I like to keep track. And then I did look at the clock and I was off on the time, and that's why I looked right now and blah, blah, blah. Don't go anywhere because the next 2 stories are dope. Let me just vent real quick about how lost I am. I hate the fact that if I start doing what I'm doing now, which kind of like get lost, like, where am I? Let's consult my notes. People think that the mood dies and they want to leave. Oh, I'm out of here. The video's like winding down. No, the video's winding up. This is the best part. Because this is when I come back from the manic episode, it's a highs and lows. You're seeing a low, now it's getting ready to get high. So trip on this. I'm at a pad. I was there looking out for my homeboy. He was dealing the bag for somebody, someone else's pad. So I'm there, having his back. He leaves, someone else comes in there to start selling the bag, and he brings his own bodyguard with him. Brings his own bodyguard. So they don't need me. I'm like a third wheel. It's like 2 bodyguards, like, this don't really check out. But I ain't going nowhere. What, you guys want to get rid of me? Me? Don't you know who I think I am? Get rid of me? So, I'm not having none of it. They're trying to do little things like forcing me out. Fuck all that. Then I see it's a crash pad. I was gonna say bachelor pad, but it's a flop house. It's a punk rock flop house. At any given night, there's gonna be 5, 6 people staying there every night. There's people loading heroin, lounging around. There's couches everywhere. So the new bodyguard, I see him crash out late at night. Like, he crashes out and he has like a bat, some kind of stick, some kind of wooden stick or something wrapped in some pants, right by his couch where he's sleeping, for he can get up and grab it real fast. And I don't want him to have it. I see this weapon he has it right here as a disposal, and I don't want him to be able to jump up in the night and grab something, hit me with it. I know it doesn't like me. I know there's tension there. So I take it and I hide it. No, I took it and I threw it out the bathroom window. Because this is like an upstairs, little 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, little small little unit on top of another unit. People live downstairs. I grabbed the bat, and that's how I knew it was wrapped in pants. I didn't know until I picked it up. There's a belt buckle on it. This motherfucker had like a big ass bat. I thought it was a table leg. I thought it was a table leg wrapped in pants. Threw that motherfucker out the bathroom window. He ain't hitting me with a dog. Self-preservation. If I found your weapons while you're asleep and I dispose of them, it looks like I caught you slipping, didn't I? So, he wakes up the next morning, and just as I thought, he goes right for the weapon. And he sits up, and he's reaching for it. He's like, oh, what the fuck, man? He's like, someone grabbed my leg. He's like, in my pants. And I was like, what the fuck, dog? And he sat up, and it was his leg. I didn't know they didn't have a leg. And I said, dude, I don't know what's more trippy, the fact you have 1 foot to stand on, you're missing your leg, or the fact you sleep in your boxers. He's like, well, I need my leg to breathe. And I said, which one? And I said, you're coming at me all crazy with 1 leg. I'll push you over, push you down. I know your secret now, homeboy. Try to get rid of me. What kind of bodyguard are you? I didn't even revoke your privileges. But it just says a bonus video. This little homie. Love me to death, man. And I'm kind of tripping on the fucking time. I think I have like 5 minutes left. Pardon me. You guys please forgive me for this. It says 18. So if I want to go, like 6 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I had this homie. I feel like I really went fast on some of these to rush because I wasn't aware of the proper time. Isn't that weird? Like if you think you have like 45 minutes to do something because you're looking at the clock. So you rush and you misread the clock. You actually had 1 hour and 20 minutes to do something. So like, damn, you finished early. That's how I feel. Oh my gosh. Did I just forget the story? No, I didn't. Remember, highs and lows. That was a low. I'm going high. I'm going high again. You guys with me on this high? Here we go. I'm revved up. I had this homie. He used to always come stolen cars and show up at a spot, want me to roll with him. Roll with me, Splinter. Hit the sick, do that. And I was always busy doing something else. And he started taking personal. Oh, you don't like me. How come this and that? Some people come tell me, hey, little homie thinks you don't like him. No, I like you, brother. It's just every time you want me to come do something, I'm busy doing this and that. Well, one time I had an abscess, a real bad abscess from muscling in my butt cheek. Straight butt cheek, looked like a basketball. Oh, I had already went and had to the hospital at Lance, and I was like this hardcoring, boring, put together, hardcoring antibiotics. They had like it gave me like a fever, and antibiotics I didn't like them, but I had to take them, infection type shit. Anyway, I'm not feeling good, and he comes through, come with me, son, come with me. All right, dude. I always tell you no, but look, I don't feel good. He's like, go with me just to pick up my old lady. I don't know, some people might want some smoke, whatever, some attention. Just come with me to go pick up my old lady. I was like, all right, dude, whatever, man. I go, I don't feel good, though. In fact, I'm going to lay in the back seat. I didn't want to sit up in the front seat. I'm in the back seat, brother. I'm with you, though. So he's hauling ass. He's just hauling ass. Got the stereo going. And all of a sudden, I see red and blue lights, dude. And I'm back there. And he's having a high-speed chase, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I know I should have known, but then I asked the most stupid question where I was, hey, is this car stolen? He's like, Splinter, dog. I'm like, okay, I know it is. It's stupid. Is this hot? It's like, dumb. I'm almost acting like, hey, dog, do you have 2 legs? Or are you kind of like the guy from the other spot? Oh, no, you do have your 2 legs. Of course this car is stolen. I see the red and blue lights, and he's saying to himself, crazy thing, I want to see my lady. I want to see my lady. I got to get to my lady. And I'm back there, my butt's hurting, I'm holding on the seat, and I can't seatbelt up. I'm just like, just don't wreck, dog. I'm trying to find a way to have seatbelt, but then I don't want to sit up all of a sudden, because I just, it'd be too shocking to the cops. He's like, oh no, there's 2 of them now. Whatever, I just laid there. I just felt like just still laying there with my infected ass. And I said, don't wreck, homeboy, because I can't figure out how to put a seatbelt on. And I want to get to my lady, and I thought to myself, I think I said it out loud, love is a motherfucker, ain't it? Look at you. You just want to get your old lady. You're committing like 4 felonies. Just to get your old lady to say hi real quick. I mean, I kind of do the same thing, but love is a motherfucker, huh? Damn. So, he dished him. They quit chasing him. I don't know if they quit chasing me, outran him. There are no more red and blue lights. To my delight, like, shoo. All I was thinking about when I go to jail, they can let me keep having my medication. I was like, did I bring my medication? So I couldn't remember the name. I knew how to keep taking them. So, fuck, I was concerned about that. And he actually dished him as we pull up at his old lady's house. She comes, gets in. I'm back there laying there. And then she's going to start doming them up. At first, there's like a couple of, they went from like pecking. They went from like first base to third base, like snap. And I was like, wham, here. Dang, did you guys ever, you guys have like gradual build-up? You just went, dang, very quickly. Like from peck to I heard a zipper. Oh, I'm here, back here. And I said, we just got a high-speed chase. Do you hear the engine sizzling? Do you smell the tires and brakes burning? Yeah. Be that as it may. Great times. I really don't know else I can say, man. Right there at the time. Just one real quick I'll say about this apartment. So it was weird. Me and that dude Steve, someone started a rumor about us. There's a lot of, it was, like I said, it was like a drug-infested apartments. But several different units, but it was like all just one. It was like a trip. And I was there all the time, and I was in all up in everyone's Kool-Aid, but they liked it that way. So, there's a lot of females around. I just cared more about getting loaded. I didn't really trip on the chicks. Sometimes just care about getting loaded. But everyone started a rumor that me and Steve were trying to see who could sleep with the most. Like, yeah, Splinter and Steve were seeing who could sleep with the most chicks in this apartment. They're having like a contest. And I heard that, and I was like, dude, they're smutting me up. And I thought they were going to put some kind of jacket on me, and everyone's going to look at me like, dude, you're foul. You guys did what? And I was like defending myself like, dude, what? But it had the opposite effect. As soon as someone said that and they made that rumor up, all the girls started trying to call me and talk to me. Hi, Splinter. It was the weirdest thing. The psychology behind that. Like, what in the heck? I figured I'd be ostracized. You guys want to jump me and spit on me. And it's making you probably say, oh, he's talking to all the girls, but he hasn't talked to me. How come he's leaving me out? How come he's like trying to what? They're doing something with all of them, but no one's approaching me. Hey. The psychology, I don't really know. Love is a motherfucker is what I was thinking in the back of that car when he's driving. 100 miles an hour, red blue lights. I gotta see my lady. I gotta see my lady. Damn it, I bet you do, homeboy. Been there and done that. Well, not that exactly. Well, yeah, actually. Yeah, kind of that exactly. But mine, when I ran, I jumped out of the car and took off running. And the people whose house I ran off turned off the lights. Is that crazy or what? You can tell when you're in the hood, when you're running from someone jarred from the cops, they turn the lights off. And I start jumping fences. That's the trick, too. And run from cops, hit as many fences as you can. They did not like jumping fences. And I had a little spot. I had a spot prepared for like months. Like if I'm ever in this neighborhood and I'm running from the cops, this is where I want to go and be hidden and stashed. Just so happens I ran to that spot. Boom, boom, boom. It was in a little cubby hole in between a shed and a fence with a big tree over it. And I got up in there. And I heard helicopters, and I heard dogs, I heard sirens, and I just sweated out, stuck it out. Went in some garage and got some real tight blue pants on, and a green, purple, and black windbreaker, Nike windbreaker. I'm gonna walk around the hood, because I had to change clothes. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the string and let it fly. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about this live on Valentine's Day. I want to spend it with you guys. Shout out to the joiners, shout out to the Point of View crew. Hit me up for shirts. Joiners, please join if you haven't already, man. It helps big time. And anyway, I'll leave that for later. I'm gonna cut the string and let it fly. Peace.